Please welcome Rod Johnson.
Good morning. Good morning, Austin. Thank you. So we're in one of the stops on the Cloud World Tour. I think last time we were in Dubai, and then we wanted to come back to the U.S. to be at our world headquarters, which you're in. It's a unique event to sit in our lobby. It's the lobby of our world headquarters. So welcome. Thank you for braving the rain, probably a little bit of Austin traffic to be with us today. What we promise to do is give you some of the best, latest news, insights on our product strategy, innovations. You'll hear from key customers. You're going to hear from a number of our key executives, and we want to make this valuable for you. Obviously, the topic of the day and the moment will center a lot around AI. I was reflecting and sort of preparing my opening comments, and the pace of change and innovation is unlike anything I have ever seen in my career. Just think about the last 9 days. We have two new words that I didn't really have in my vernacular. Stargate. You guys hear about Stargate? $50 billion investment to continue to establish the U.S. as the home for the real power and potential of artificial intelligence to solve, drug discovery, cancer research, and Oracle is obviously at the center of that with key partners like SoftBank and OpenAI. And then later in the week, we got a new word, DeepSeek. Maybe some of you really smart folks knew earlier than I, but that was new for me, and completely changed people's mind around maybe the affordability and speed with which AI can come to the market. And this is just 9 days. If we go back to November 2022 when ChatGPT launched, think about how we've changed our mindset around technology and data and what's possible when we put all that together. So what we really think about when we think about our clients here is this dilemma around the accelerating pace of innovation and just the realities for every sort of business and enterprise, and how do we keep pace? So really, that's our mission. Our mission at Oracle is to help you accelerate and close the gap, this innovation gap. So a lot of what we'll talk about today, when we talk about what we're doing on the application side, what we're doing on the infrastructure side, what we're doing with the database, is all about making it easier for you to adopt these new innovations, bring them into your business, to make your processes work more effectively, drive user productivity, to get better insights out of your data. So that's our goal. And as you'll hear from Safra in a little bit, our single mantra that we drive by is, how do we help you do more, spend less? So all this technology, all these buzzwords, at the end of the day, it's all about helping you do more, spend less. So I want to give you a couple of points here. Our fearless leader made a quote in our 2023 Cloud World that, is generative AI the most important new computer technology? ? Probably. I think if you probably asked him today, he might say definitely. We're a little bit further on. And it's all of not just generative AI, it's how this is developing into agentic AI, artificial general intelligence, and all of the implications we're now seeing across how it's going to transform industries and business processes and enterprise. So we continue to sort of marshal our nearly $7 billion in R&D to figure out how do we make this more accessible and more embedded in everything that we do. But we have a long-standing track record of being on the forefronts of AI. So we're not just getting in this game recently. Actually, if you date back to the first time we embedded machine learning into the database, that's nearly 25 years ago. Over 10 years ago, we were investing in neural networks to help our clients on the marketing side master social intelligence and bring that intelligence into their business. In 2017, we launched our first set of applications built with machine learning. And those have been to market. And then more recently, you've heard a lot around what we're doing around OCI, establishing that as the #1 infrastructure platform for artificial intelligence, autonomous database, and more recently what we've done around embedding generative AI into every one of our applications. We've launched well more than 100 key features in that period of time. So long-standing track record of bringing this into the enterprise. So our statement is we're going to continue to keep pace with this innovation and bring that to you. Most exciting, we see what our customers are doing with this. It's really not about us. It's really about how we're enabling our clients to really harness the power and potential of this. A lot of great examples today you're going to hear, but it really does cover the full spectrum from using AI to improve your products and services through how does it actually generate productivity and profitability. So lots of great examples you're going to hear today. And we do see this very broadly. We think every process and workflow in every business is going to be radically improved. We've just look at this study from Capgemini. Just in a 1 year's time, the number of use cases that people are already investing in across every single business process area. In our own cloud, I just mentioned we've delivered over 100 new use cases as a part of our Fusion suite. In the last 4 months, the growth in usage has gone up 22x. In the last 4 months, over 24 million AI use cases have been executed within our clients. We think every one of those use cases maybe saves, in some cases, 10 minutes of time. In other cases, it saves someone an hour of time. Think about that. Our clients are already getting tens of millions of hours of return just by turning on the AI that we're putting right into our applications. So, our view is that every single business process is going to be radically up-leveled, radically more productive through, the embedded AI services we're providing. And our story, which is a story, if anyone's come to our event, you're going to continue to hear, our unique advantage is that we play at all three layers that are critical to delivering enterprise-scale AI. Infrastructure, as I said before, a lot of people will say we have the best AI infrastructure. Certainly the best AI companies would tell us we have the best AI infrastructure in terms of training and inferencing the models. We are still one of the best companies when it comes to management of your data, securing your data, making it performant, analyzing your data. And then, of course, we provide the broadest suite of industry and sort of core business process applications. So when you put that all together, and then our strategy is to embed into the core the models, the AI services. Why? Because we believe it's going to be faster, cheaper, and better for our clients in the end. So with that, our sort of continued offer to you is, how do we work together to take advantage of this transformational opportunity? Whether it's people thinking broadly on how do we disrupt an industry, or thinking about how we turn our data into really value for the business, how do we transform a platform, your business function, or your business in general. And we can work at really any layer of the stack. So with that, I'm really, really honored to be able to welcome Safra Catz to the stage. Please, big round of applause. Hi, Safra. How are you today?
I'm great. How can I not be great looking out at all our customers and my teams and all of that? And what an amazing time to be in technology, isn't it? Are we not all having an incredible time? Every day, you don't know, what do I got to look at? What do I got to think about? What incredible opportunities and advances. I mean, so fun. But before I start, and before you start, let me just say thank you. Let me say thank you to all of you. Being here with us, you are literally giving us the one irreplaceable thing, which is your time. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your ideas with us. And I look forward to seeing more of you. I saw a few of you early this morning, just happenstance at the hotel. And I just can't be any more excited than to be here with you in this incredible time.
Yeah.
Amazing.
As I was saying in the opening, it is a staggering what's happened in the last 2 years or the last 2 weeks, or even day to day. And in your career, you joined Oracle in '99. Before that, you were an investment banker, so you got to see these trends build, obviously in your time at Oracle, you've seen these technology trends, the internet, mobility, social. How does this stack up, this latest wave in terms of your career?
It is like every star is aligning at this moment. It is, I was talking to Larry last night about how amazing it is to be involved, still involved at this moment where everything comes together, where the tools, the technology, the capabilities are all lining up so beautifully. And in many ways, and I know this is a marketing event, and we love our sales and marketing events and our sales and marketing people, but it all starts with the development, with technology, with research, and everything flows from there. And the technical decisions that Larry and the development team made actually even decades ago, and then every single time, most recently in the database 23AI with the vector capabilities, but all the things Rod was talking about until now, it is almost as if it is just unfolding every day in a better and more cost-efficient, more achievable way. And as Rod said, I started in 1999, and Larry at the time, and I know many of you have heard this story before, but he really hired me to be customer one of our technology at Oracle, to find a way to simplify, automate, and redo the processes within Oracle using our own technology to, I heard you say it, because that is actually our internal mantra in all of operations, which is do more for our customers and let them spend less. You know, do more, spend less for every one of our customers, whether it is in the horizontal applications, whether it is in our vertical applications, hospitality, retail, utilities, industrial engineering, I mean, financials. I don't want to insult anyone. We have a lot of verticals, okay? But it's not only that. It's in the way we built our cloud. I mean, it's interesting because, well, it's interesting to me. We built our second generation cloud, OCI, which many of you use, and we built it to handle extremely large amounts of data. As many of you know, we're actually famous for our clustering technology, and that is the centerpiece of Exadata, which many of you use. And our cloud is built to run huge amounts of data securely, but also very, very quickly, extremely quickly, instantaneously. And that capability, when we run your infrastructure, is you get your workload done in half the time, a third of the time, a tenth of the time. I have had customers tell me that when they moved to the cloud, they did it in 1/300th of the time. And it just depends on the workload. But it's always much, much cheaper. Because when you pay by the minute, if you can do it in 10 seconds, you can do 6 workloads in a minute instead of just one. And that, and I know some of you, I actually ran into a customer in the elevator today who told me that he directed his colleagues, because all he did was look at how much things cost between us and our competitors. I mean, do more, spend less. And I live for that moment. That is what I live for. See you. You didn't know I was going to mention it because you could see how excited I was. I mean, that is the truth. And when you give us a try, you get to do more, you get to spend less doing it. How do you compete with that? Well, just keep doing more. And so this moment, like we're all seeing this DeepSeek situation, and some people would be like, oh, that's bad. I'm like, fantastic. Competition increasing in large language models? Come on in. And for us, it's absolutely, it can't be more thrilling, because what it means is that potentially, and you know, who knows what this whole DeepSeek, what the real story is, but in a way, it doesn't matter. It just turns the competition even faster, even harder. And what it means is that AI is accessible to our customers at lower prices, potentially. And for us, I mean, AI is fun, it's very cool. You know, what, a couple of years ago now, the baby talked, we're all asking it things, we're drawing ourselves 30 years ago. I wish I looked like what that AI said I looked like, but okay. It was trying to make me like it, so I get it. But the reality is, that's really cool, but really where it's important for us is, how does it help us run our business? How does it help you run your business? Spending less, meeting your customers' needs faster, better, cheaper. And of course, I'm not going to say more securely all the time, because that is not up for discussion here at Oracle. For us, poor Rod, I feel bad. He hasn't even asked one question.
I'm just here.
Okay.
I'm new security detail.
Thank you. I can't help myself. You can tell I'm just so excited, because as I told you, I'm customer one. All the things that you're doing, I have done already as customer one. And for those of you who haven't noticed, you know, we announce our earnings, and we're a public company, and we're, let's say, about $60 billion in revenue a year, and we operate in every country an American company can operate. We do, I don't know, millions and millions of transactions a quarter, because let me remind you, we bill by the minute. So think about how complicated. We make hardware. We have consultants at some of your sites. We run a cloud. We build software. There's just so much going on. We even, you know, we build software for restaurants. We run transactions through our, so very complicated business, global. And for those of you who don't know, let's see, what month are we in right now? So
Still January.
Still January, okay. So our quarter ended in November, the last day of November. It always screws up Thanksgiving, but okay, I'm over it. So, but the last day of November, and do you know when I announced our quarterly earnings for the quarter ending the last day of November? December 9th, okay? Now, why December 9th, okay? Why? Because that was Monday. December 8th was, we were already ready, we were already signed off. That was a Sunday. No one announces on Sunday. The 7th was a Saturday. Sixth was a Friday. You never announce on a Friday unless it's really bad news, okay? So I had to wait all the way to Monday, December 9th, to announce my global quarterly earnings. But it wasn't enough that we had all our documents and we filed them. But I also, using my own planning and budgeting software, also gave a forecast for the next quarter, okay? A few days in, okay? So I am customer one. Many of you are actually customers 2, 3, 4, 5, and thank you. Yeah. But that is what we're trying to do. And embedding AI into those products, by the way, helps write your MD&A in your queue, find anomalies in your journal entries, simplify all of that for those of finance geeks here, but also it allows us to really analyze our entire company, and all those AI agents that are embedding in Fusion now are going to help the finance, are already helping the finance back office, the HCM operations, the supply chain, the transportation, just so many capabilities, PLM for product lifecycle management. All those agents, we embed them into Fusion, and as they roll out, you're going to get to do more, spend less.
So, really good opening.
Okay, now for questions.
I mean, let's just keep on the agent or agentic AI angle. I think we've talked a lot about it, both with our customers and internally. The opportunity is really, we're going to be able to make people dramatically more productive, which in the end means we can scale the business with the same people, or do more work, or put more money into sales and R&D. I guess when you think about the strategic executive level business case for this, how do you think about it?
Well, again, it brings me back to what we were trying to do early on in our transformation. And for those of you who lead transformations, you know one thing. Transformation is not a destination. It's a constant journey. You never say, okay, we're done. You're always pulling in and adopting the newest capabilities, because if you don't do it, your competitors might. And the whole goal, I mean, transformation's not a goal in itself. What it is to release resources to focus in on your real differentiating capabilities. For us at Oracle, it is building the technology and helping our customers use it. So all of the things we do to run the operation, all of those, you want to reduce what you spend on that. And those agents are, I don't want to say magic, because they're not magic, but what they are is the next level of capability so that you release resources to spend on what matters. I always think about the fact that when I started at Oracle, we spent a little over $600 million a year on R&D. And now we spend over $7 billion. And that's the idea. That's the whole idea. Do more, spend less, so you can send those resources to make your customers more successful, to have a better experience, to keep growing the business. Because the larger you are, the more incredible economies of scale you get, and the more you can do, and the more competitive you are with your competition. And that's really the message. And honestly, it cannot be said any more than it is now. This moment is now. Now, what I'm not recommending is a bunch of crazy science projects. That's fun, but that's not, it really needs to be things that return to you capabilities. And a lot of it is why we've put so much in the software, so that you can get those easy wins. The way to get people to simplify, to transform, is to reward them with capability and knowledge quickly, to free up more of their time, to do the important things. And that's really recurring. And this concept is now just being accelerated with these agents. And it really is putting them to work. And for us, this is an amazing time, because most of the data, and in fact, I would say all of the world's most important data, are already in your systems, and many of them, most of them, are actually the systems that we run, that you bought from us, that we've built. So you are, each one of you, treasure troves in your ERP system, in your databases, in your custom applications. The database is there. It is full of your data. And we are coming out with, and already have, incredible capabilities built in so you don't have to be a mad scientist. And that's our job. Let us set it all up for you, show you the opportunities. It is going to require one thing from you, and it's that same thing I thanked you for when I sat up here, and that is, it's going to require the time of some of you and some of your best people to learn about what's already in there and what's possible as a result of it. It's as I said, Larry and I were talking last night, Larry Ellison and I were talking last night about what a moment, what incredible joy to watch, because the company was started as a database company in 1977. And Larry always said, you know, it is not the transaction age. It is truly the information age. We are the dawn of it. And every little piece, whether it's OCI as really the most robust, securest, most flexible, and fastest underlying infrastructure to run huge AI workloads, to the database, which is holding the jewels, the applications, whether they are horizontal applications or vertical applications. Again, data troves and application capabilities all at this moment coming together. And it's, you know, Larry and I are not that young, and we are still amazed that it is literally playing out in this most exciting way.
Yeah. And we've taken a different strategy than some of our competitors, specifically around not creating a bunch of new products and services outside of the core offering to sell our customers to try to monetize AI. We've taken a very different strategy. How do we build it into the database? How do we build it into the infrastructure? And how do we ultimately embed it into the applications? So, you know, it comes as a part of the service that they're already paying for. I think it's probably good to expand a little bit on that, because we have taken a very different approach, and it should be more valuable for our clients in the end.
Yes, I think you would say it's a bargain for them, because most of our competitors have decided that even though it's your data and your capability and you're paying for it, they want to charge you more for the AI capabilities. We view it the other way. We actually want you to use more. We want to include it in at no extra charge, because we feel that that's the value you deserve. And that concept is what we consider a very long-term concept. We bring, you know, the capabilities in 23AI, the capabilities in Fusion, those are all directed at you getting more and basically really using those capabilities. We don't want you to have to think about whether you use them or not. We want you have them, your call, and we want to make it as easy as possible to use. And I'll tell you why. Because at Oracle, we always say we're owners, not renters. Some folks are new, like me. I'm only in my 26th year at Oracle. So it's, you know, I'm one of the new kids. But many of our teams are decades. We own the company. We feel like it is, and we feel an obligation to you all. So we're not trying to make a big hit 1 quarter or 1 year. We want you to stay with us basically forever. And if we do our job right and we give you that value, we're going to meet up again next year or 5 years from now. And, you know, Larry's only 80, so it could be 10 years, 20 at least. And, you know, at this point, there's really no limit if we do our job right. And that's why we've included it in, because we don't want you to miss out. We know there are many, many new customers that will come, and you all are the ones that we really owe to give you the newest things.
So maybe you can expand a little bit on Stargate. Just
okay.
because, you know, obviously it's also a big investment starting in Texas, not far from here. And yeah, obviously the announcement was impressive, but like, where do you see this going? What do you think the key vision for this program?
Well, it's a couple of things. First of all, even with the DeepSeek news and all those things, the reality is that there's going to be more need for incredible capabilities. And us at Oracle, we want to focus on what we do well, which is run these data centers with our hardware, with our technology, with our clustering networking. We want to focus on that. OpenAI, in this case, OpenAI, they focus on their models and monetizing that. Fantastic. And SoftBank and the investors they bring just build the systems, build the data centers for us in an automated way using robotics and all sorts of other capabilities. For us, we're not a real estate play. We focus on what we do, and that has gotten us all the way over here. We announced we have a very, very large agreement with OpenAI in our cloud because it is so performant. And that's playing out, in fact, in Abilene. And I think Sam Altman actually shared some pictures of it as it's being built out. And that is going to continue. And it's really, in many ways, just the beginning. But again, we at Oracle, we focus on what we do, and that is run these systems incredibly efficiently so that you all can do more and spend a lot less doing it. The last thing I wanted to mention, and I was starting on it, was security. And that, for us, is a core foundational issue. For those of you who were in Las Vegas at our last Cloud World, I sat on the stage with the CIO of the CIA and had that enormous logo of theirs behind us. That is actually the first time someone was able to use that on anywhere in a commercial way. And the reason is, as some of you know, CIA was Oracle's first customer. And Larry himself has recently won a Lifetime Achievement Award from the CIA because we made possible things that had never been possible before. But it also impacted our thinking, which is originally companies had secure, and then they had their regular product. With us, that's not a thing. Everything we build is built at the highest standards of security. If you were at Cloud World, you would have heard Larry starting to talk about Zipper and getting rid of passwords and all of these different things, because the weak link in security, as many of you know, are us, the humans. We're the problem. We got to get rid of them for, let's not tell the robots. But, we're the security risk. And so we build everything, whether it's autonomous database, whether it's all of our fusion capabilities, all of our cloud capabilities. We build things in every case differently. in the database, levels of security, so it's down to the field. Things that other people can't even imagine have been built into our products for decades, and new things rolling out. That is our North Star. Our view is if we cannot secure it, we can never release it. And I will tell you, for those of you who have been with us for years, you've watched us make acquisitions and all of a sudden stop distributing as we took over, stop distributing the product until we could secure it. And then, of course, you know how we send out these quarterly security releases. We never tell you what's in them because we don't want to tell the enemy. So we are like that. That's how we think. Constantly securing security, job one. And so you won't hear me talk a lot about it because in our world, it's top of mind at every moment. And it's never, never a choice of do we release it or if it's not quite secure enough. No, no, no. And you'll see that every single time. Many of you, some of you are longtime Oracle customers. You see this nonstop focus on security. And that's very, very important because right now, some of you run your own on-premise systems, and unfortunately, you have found out that those pesky humans either make mistakes or bad intention, sloppy, whatever it is. When it's in our cloud, we don't give you that option. Whether it's the way the data sits, way the data travels, your access, all those things, we don't give you a choice. So if you don't like security, we're probably, not the people for you. But if you do care about it, and I'm not going to ask for hands, if you do care about it, we're probably the only people for you in the long term because we never give up.
Yeah, it's one of our core missions.
Yep.
And I think customers see that and feel that every day. All right, before I let you go, it's always good to look a little bit forward. I know these days it's probably hard to look too forward. No one's got a crystal ball, but what do you think customers can expect over the next year? Anything you're looking at?
More of everything. I hope you guys aren't tired, okay? Because this is, I literally feel like I'm back in my advanced mathematics courses with all my geeky friends, and we are the heroes. This is it. This is our moment. We have waited years. We're the cool kids. I love this. We have turned into the cool kids, and I will tell you that the pace of what's coming out is accelerating. New agents, new capabilities in our cloud, new capabilities in the database, analytics using AI, everything. Use it. Have fun. This is that moment. You've all gone into, you're here, and you basically self-selected because you know this is that moment. And time is of the essence. Don't miss it. And I don't think you all, it's the folks not in the room, they may miss it, but us, this is our moment. And it is, and it's just so fun. And I kind of am liking even being in the news, not Oracle being in the news, but technology being in the news, because this is the way we chose to spend our time, and it is the most fun, the most exciting, and in every single product line, in every single cloud service, in every single capability, new things are coming, all on this same line, making it easier for you to do more for your customers, with your suppliers, for your employees, all of those, do more, and spend less doing it, so you can invest in your core capabilities, in your core differentiators, and have fun, because we sure are. So thank you. I want to just one more time, I have to thank you, because for me, you see, because what we make is not a thing that we can either put on under the Christmas tree or give as a birthday gift or give for Hanukkah, because that's not the kind of stuff we do. For us, our joy, and me personally, is seeing you all successful and using our technology. And whether it's like Bimbo in Mexico, which currently owns the entire US bread line, bread aisle in the supermarket, they're an all Oracle Cloud First, Cloud Everything Fusion, Oracle Cloud Everything, so that I go down that bread line. It's a lot of carbs, but I go down there and I'm smiling because I know their Entenmann's, their Sara Lee, their Arrowwheat, they're all that yummy stuff. And because of us, they're in my local supermarket. And that's how we get joy. So watching you all be incredibly successful, and you guys all being here, so thank you. You make me unbelievably happy, and I wish you all incredible success, and I look forward to meeting some of you today and in the future. So thank you. We are all going to have fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rod.
Safra. Thank you so much.
Thank
Amazing.
You. Thank you.